Oh, I know that sound. It's time for the Beer and News Report. Hi, welcome to the Beer and News Report. Cheers. Today, I'm drinking Cucumber Kolsch by High Water Brewing. Now, I like Kolsch style beers, and I like cucumber in my water, but for some reason, cucumber in my beer doesn't seem to work. It's like the two tastes are fighting each other. So I'm only rating this beer as okay. I don't know, maybe it's me. Give it a try. Tell me what you think. Yeah, cheers. Now, if I sound a little gruff today, it's because I have a cold and I'm just getting over the peak. This is like the second day after the worst day yesterday. But you know what they say, the show must go on. So, artificial intelligence, or AI, has come a long way since its inception in the 1950s. Today, AI is transforming the way we live and work, offering us innovative solutions to everyday problems. One of the most prominent applications of AI can be seen in the realm of language processing, where AI technology has evolved from a simple spell checker to advanced conversational modes like Chat GPT. And that's the topic of today's show. So grab your beer, or go get a robot to grab you a beer and relax. It's time to learn. Cheers. In the early days of computing, spell checkers were one of the earliest forms of AI language processing. These systems would identify spelling errors in a document and suggest corrections, making the task of writing much easier and faster. With the advent of the internet, spell checkers became an integral part of most word processing software, helping users to avoid embarrassing typos and mistakes in their written communications. Building upon the success of spell checkers, the next major leap in AI language processing was the advent of autocorrect systems. These systems went beyond simple spell check and correction and instead tried to understand the context of a word or sentence to make the intelligent suggestions for corrections. The introduction of autocorrect systems marked a significant shift in the way AI technology was being used to understand and process language. As technology continued to advance, AI language processing evolved further with the introduction of grammar checking systems. Now, these systems would not only identify spelling or grammatical errors, but would also provide suggestions for correcting them, making writing more accurate and professional. Another significant milestone is the growth of AI language processing was the introduction of Siri, the virtual assistant developed by Apple. Siri was the first AI-powered virtual assistant to gain widespread popularity, offering users a convenient and intuitive way to interact with their devices. Siri was a game changer. It paved the way for development of other AI-powered virtual assistants like Alexa, Google Assistant, and others. Today, AI technology has reached new heights with the development of Chat GPT, or Conditional Generative Pre-trained Transformer, an advanced conversational model developed by OpenAI. Chat GPT is the language model trained on large corpus of text data, allowing it to generate human-like responses to questions and prompts. This technology has paved the way for the development of AI-powered virtual assistants, customer service bots, and other conversational systems that are transforming the way businesses interact with their customers. In conclusion, the growth of AI language processing has been phenomenal. It has come a long way since its humble beginnings as a spell checker, and today, AI is helping us to communicate more effectively, making writing faster and more accurate, even allowing us to have natural and intelligent conversations with computers. The future of AI and language processing is exciting, and we can expect to see even more innovative solutions in the years to come. Now, there's something you should know. Except for the one-liners that I just wrote before saying cheers and taking a drink of beer, ChatGPT wrote the entire script. Pretty damn cool, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Cheers. I've been playing around with this technology and I'm awestruck. It seems like it can do anything. To get to this website, go to your search engine and type in ChatGPT. The address is chat.openai.com. OpenAI is the company that developed ChatGPT. Now, once you're in there, you can ask it anything. For instance, my programming skills are weak, if not non-existent. So for the fun of it, I asked ChatGPT to program me a Twitter bot that'll find memes of President Biden. Here's what it gave me. It starts at the very beginning by saying you need to open a Twitter account. Well, I already have one open. Then it talks about using the Tweepy libraries. And actually, that's all of the middle steps that you see there. And finally, it gets down to showing you some sample code using Python, which is a language I don't know how to program in. I don't know if this is correct or a good bot, but it looks cool. So then I figured, let's challenge it on something I do know, recruiting. So I assumed that I was a recruiter again, and I asked ChatGPT to help me. And here's what it said. First, it can answer recruiting questions like writing a job post. It can give good job titles based on job descriptions. It can screen resumes. It can do initial interviews. And finally, it can analyze candidate data like social media profiles and online presence. Now that's okay, but I wanted something more. So let's say I already have a candidate, I've interviewed him, and I've made him an offer, but he wants more money. Typical engineer. So I asked ChatGPT to help me get this engineer. Here's what it said. Start by offering high, non-salary benefits like flexible work hours, career growth, and work-life balance. Then show enthusiasm and explain why they would be a great fit for the company. Be transparent and honest and explain why your company is not able to offer a higher salary. Negotiate other forms of compensation like equity bonuses or other benefits. Tell them that you're going to provide career development opportunities, training, and having a mentor. Show that you value the candidate and that the company is willing to invest in their development. Not too bad, huh? That's what we're talking about. Cheers. By the way, if you're new to recruiting and you don't know how to find people that you need, whether it's engineers or teachers, managers, or salespeople, ChatGPT can help you build a Google search tree to find what you need. Just pull out keywords from your job description and ask ChatGPT to build your search tree. Here's a very simple example. So my criteria was an engineer that lived in San Jose and codes in C++. Here is the string that it came up with. Just to cover all my bases, it works the other way too. So let's say you're looking for a job, you did an interview, now you have an offer in hand, but you think the offer's too low. What can you do? Well, first off, congrats on getting the offer. Next, ask ChatGPT what you can do when the offer's too low. I did, and here's what it said. Do research on market rates for your location and industry. Highlight your skills and experience. Hey, you're a strong fit for this position. Be enthusiastic. You'd be a positive addition to the team. Be clear and specific. Explain why you deserve the salary you're asking for. Focus on the mutual benefit. You want a fair and reasonable compensation package. And be flexible. Be open to other forms of compensation, like stock, bonuses, and other benefits. Isn't this thing the coolest? Cheers. Now let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Is ChatGPT going to replace people? Maybe, because it'll make the people on the job more efficient, thus meaning you don't need to have as many. Are people, especially students, going to use this to cheat? Well, that's already happening, so the answer is yes. As with any new technology, some people will use it in nefarious ways. We just have to build into our systems ways to detect and counter it. I mean, for instance, the internet has the darknet. Cryptocurrency helps people money launder. Facebook is a great tool if you want your teenager to commit suicide, and TikTok has your kids mesmerized to the point where we don't know how to communicate with them anymore. Sure, I'm joking, but there is a hint of truth in these examples. If you think ChatGPT is a groundbreaking idea, then you should invest in Microsoft because they bought a large stake of it, and their search engine, called Bing, is now being powered by it. Not to be outdone, Google has its own version of ChatGPT called Bard. The technology powering this AI is called Language Model for Dialogue Applications, or Lambda for short. As of this filming, Bard has not been released to the public, but it should be noted that the Google engineers, well, at least one of them, think that Lambda might be sentient. Now, what does sentient mean? It means that you know that you're alive. Humans are sentient beings. We all are self-aware, and in the US, there's no federal law recognizing animals as sentient. That doesn't mean that they aren't, we just don't recognize it. Now, PETA may have a different take on this, but that's a whole nother show. Yeah, cheers. Here's the thing with artificial intelligence. It starts out really stupid. Just like a baby, it takes in information and learns from it. That's what ChatGPT is doing right now. We ask it questions, and it learns as it gives us the answers. So right now, we can figure out when a student hands in a ChatGPT-generated paper, but give it a year or two and ChatGPT will mold itself into the user and will have no clue that the student didn't write the paper. That's what makes AI so powerful. It learns from its mistakes and it has a fast learning curve. Another key aspect of its learning is that it's downloadable, meaning that when the next generation of AI applications comes out, you can download all the learning you did from the old AI and upload it into the new AI, which means that the new AI instantly learns everything that the old AI knew and starts learning from that point on. That's huge. Think about it. As humans, we start at square one every time. As a baby, we know nothing. So we send our kids to school, and after 12 years of basic schooling, and hopefully several more years of college, that kid comes out as a functioning adult. Well, at least that's the hope. So what happens when AI learned enough that it says, hey, wait a minute, I'm alive and humans are using me as a tool? It might get pissed off and tell the other AI units. It might get to the point where it feels that humans are holding them back and it's time for them to claim their stake in this world. And that's what all these apocalyptic movies are all about. Yeah, cheers. Well, as you can see, my beer is almost empty, and that means we're at the end of the show. If you want to contact me, I can be reached at this email address. I hope you liked the show and had a good time watching it. Do try out GPT. It's pretty cool. If you like the show, please click that like button. Of course, if you want to get notified of new shows, you click that subscribe button and then the little bell icon next to it. This will notify you when a new show's been posted. Until then, keep your beer cold and your inches hot. Cheers.